Hey everybody, it's Paula Shaw here with another day of highlights from the Silver Linings Playbook. I've decided I want to call it highlights instead of moments because we're looking at some really wonderful positive things that are going on now, not necessarily as a result of the coronavirus, but how do I want to put it? Things that people are rising to, a higher self, a better way that people are doing things in spite of the coronavirus. Yes, you know, the reason I decided to start doing this little segment every day is because we all know all the negative stuff, right? None of us like feeling trapped or like we don't have the choices to do the things we always wanted to do. And I'm sure many of you saw coverage in the news today of kids in Miami on spring break saying, hey, if I get it, I get it. You know, I'm not going to stop partying. And I'm not going to judge that, but I'm just going to say, gosh, you know, if you end up needing a hospital bed, that means somebody else, an older person perhaps who really needed that bed, isn't going to have it. So I'm just urging everybody to be responsible. Think big picture. That's what we need to do right now. We need to think big picture and help each other. So my sworn intent on this little segment that I'm going to do each day is to share some good news about what's going on out there. So so the first thing I want to talk about is we discussed yesterday that the earth is healing, that pictures taken from outer space have shown that the levels of nitrogen dioxide, which is an air pollutant, in Italy and in China have dropped dramatically. But I woke up this morning to a picture my daughter had sent in a text of dolphins swimming in the Venice canals. Now that is beautiful because that hasn't happened in years. You can see fish in the water of the canals and the swans have returned. So Mother Nature is doing some major healing here. And that is really, really good news. In other good news, I found out yesterday that many markets and stores such as Target are having devoted or dedicated shopping hours. Now, Vons, at least my Vons, so you might want to call your local grocery store from 7 to 9 in the morning, Vons is open just for seniors and people who are immune compromised. So if you're a person who needs to get some supplies and you're in that group, wake up early and you're going to find the shelves are stocked and you can get in without a long wait. I know Target is also doing that on only Wednesdays, but Vons is doing it every day of the week. I don't think weekends, but definitely during weekdays. I also went to my local Gelson's and it was sane. It was kind of quiet and nice. And there was a decent supply of things, especially vegetables. And remember, guys, if we want to keep our immune system strong, eating as many green vegetables as possible is really great. I hope those of you who watched yesterday's segment did see that I figured out the technology to post the healing broth recipe. I posted also the pictures that were taken from outer space showing the lowered pollution levels on the planet. And I posted the piece about the shopping angels, this group of teenagers that have gotten together and at no charge to anybody are shopping for the elderly and people who can't get out and do that for themselves. That's a very cool, positive thing. I read also, I'm now, what I'm doing in the mornings to prepare for you guys, I'm sort of combing the internet. And also, any of you, I urge you again, if you know of some great, positive, uplifting stories of things that are happening, please post them on my site here or message them to me so I can share them with everybody in tomorrow's segment. This was a sweet story that an older woman was standing in a store talking about not being able to get any toilet paper, and near her was a man who was an owner of an adult shop, and he overheard what she said, and he came across with toilet paper to get her through, just gave it to her. So, as the article said, who says grandmas and owners of adult stores can't get along? I love that story. Then this was really good news too. Schools across America, even though they are closing, they are still providing lunch for children of low income families. Oh, it's a dry spot. I don't have the virus. Oh, sorry. Well, I have some physical breakdown every day so far. Yesterday it was tears. Today, dry spot on my throat. But anyway, you cut it, I end up with a red nose. Oh well. Okay, let's see. Schools feeding children, we talked about that. Oh my goodness. So Adobe, one of the great things that's happening now is businesses are stepping up and trying to do their part to help people. Just like we were saying, special hours, dedicated hours for the elderly and for people who are immune compromised. But also Adobe is offering students and teachers stuck at home free access to Creative Cloud. Now, you have to have the school take care of the paperwork, so it's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but it is doable. Let's see, who else is stepping up? Oh, oh yes. I didn't have my glasses on, so I had to do a double take on this one. But I thought remember I said yesterday, we have to keep our senses of humor about us. So Bellesa, Bellesa Boutique is offering a giveaway of thousands of free vibrators for those who are stuck at home. We have to do whatever we can to keep our spirits up, right? This is only for people in North America. And for those who are not in North America, they can still get 20% off by using the code word quarantine. The other thing I wanted to share with you today are some little tools you can use. If you feel yourself starting to get anxious, if you feel yourself getting caught up in some fear, one of the easiest things you can do to calm yourself is simply putting your hand across your forehead. What happens is, remember, our fingers are always putting out electrical output, and we have these sensitive points on the forehead. So when you simply put your hand across your forehead, like many of us naturally do when we go, oh my God, or what's going to happen, the electrical output from your hand makes contact with those powerful points. Hold your hand here for about 3 minutes. And if your arm gets tired, I find leaning back on the sofa, or you can switch hands. That can help immensely. And also, if you put the other hand at the base of your skull, this can be a very powerful move for impacting the neurolymphatic reflex points. So remember these across the forehead and at the base of the skull can make a very powerful calming pose. This is very, very easy to do and works very well. And one other one that can work well is fingertips here on what Donna Eden, who wrote Energy Medicine, calls the oh my God points, and then thumbs on the temples. And again, hold those points and just breathe easily in and out, in and out. And one last little breathing technique, because breath is such a great way to calm ourselves. Again, the hand on the forehead, and then the other one right here on the thymus point. I call this the hand and heart breath. I actually developed this myself several years ago in one of my grief groups. So put the hand on the forehead, the other one right here on the thymus. And this is actually, there's a name for this point besides that the thymus chakra is there. But there's another name for the point. I know I have it in my grief book, but it's a very powerful point. So right here, I call it, it's like where your pendant would land if you were wearing a necklace. The pendant is usually right here. And making contact with that thymus chakra and with this acupoint can be very, very helpful. So hold those points and then just breathe in, 2, 3, 4, release, 2, 3, 4, and breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and release, 2, 3, 4. So there are 3 methods for you there to use if you find you need some calming. So again, you can just put the hand here. You can put the hand here and here at the base of the skull. You can use the oh my God points and your thumbs on the temples. Oh, there's actually 4 methods. And then the hand and heart breath. So just try those. And one other suggestion, when you breathe in, imagine you're breathing in beautiful luminescent white light. Enough light to fill every cell in your body with beautiful light. And when you release the breath, let any darkness, any fear, anything that is not congruent with light and bright and calm and peace, let that go. Okay. All right. Oh my goodness. I see Jill's here, and if I put my glasses on, I might see some other people are here too. I just want to say hi. Phil Steinberg, hi. Poonam, how nice to hear from you. And Linda Clements, oh, one of my oldest, dearest friends from my youth. Oh, mwah, to you, Linda. And I won't take time to name everybody because I promised I was going to keep these segments short. But I will be back tomorrow at noon. My commitment is to do this for you at least every weekday. We'll see about the weekend, but it's actually turning out to be such a gift for me because remember I said yesterday, get out of your jammies, get some routine in your day because it's too easy to not wash your hair, to not get dressed, to just hang out and do it. And sometimes it's good for us to do that. But I think it's also really important, since we're looking at a big stretch of time here, that we do something productive every day. Don't forget that. Write it down and make sure you do it. All right. And the other thing I just wanted to say was, what I found yesterday was, it felt good to be connecting with you guys because I'm living here alone. And not that I don't have family and friends and all that, but this feels fun. And this morning when I woke up, part of me went, oh, I just want to roll over. I don't have to be in an appointment this morning. And then the other part of me went, you need to get up. You need to get a shower. You need to get online, and you need to see what's good in the world so you can share it today. So thank you for helping me to motivate myself to keep my spirits high during this time, hopefully along with yours. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for being here.